you're working on Chapter 8, Section 5, you're talking about paying off loans early, and this is a really important thing in your own life and finances. If we can pay off our debts sooner rather than later, we're going to save a lot of money in interest, and then you're free from that obligation. You can do whatever you need to do because your debts have been paid off. This video looks at question, again, this is 8.5. If it'll write, boom, 8.5, page 321. And the two questions were, how do you calculate the interest on problem 8, part A, and then on problem number 10. So just quick review. The interest you pay when you have an installment loan is your balance times the rate. And of course the rate, actually, if you have an annual rate of 10%, it really means 0.1 divided by 12, or 0.0083 repeated per month. So in problem 8, you've got a balance of 5,082.21, and then you would multiply it by that rate to figure out what the interest owed is for that period. And that actually answers question A. Your final payment, though, part B, would be to add those two numbers together. So if you take 5082.21 plus 42.35, say, oh, that means my final payment, if I'm going to pay it off all at once, is 5124.56, right? And then C, the savings, if you paid off the entire thing, is basically what you're saying is, hey, you're going to make this payment plus, and it looks like you already made 4 payments at $276.60, right? You would add those up and then subtract the original $6,000 and say, oh, wow, that's how much I actually, paid in fees. How much you're paid on top of. You would compare that to the 24 months at $276.60, right? And then subtract the $6,000 from that. And you'll notice you actually end up paying a lot more in those additional 20 months with all the interest added up. Similar situation on problem number 10. Again, the first thing you need to do is you have to figure out the rate. The rate is 8% annually. So that means 0.08 divided by 12 is 0.0006 repeated, and just leave that number in your calculator. Okay, then it says after 8 months the balance is 615.87. You would then multiply that by 0.006 repeated, and I'll just do that right now. 615.87 times parentheses 0.08 divided by 12. Okay, and that actually works out to be, hey, there we go. That works out to be $4 and pretty much 11 cents is the interest on that. And then what does that mean for the final payment? Well, I would add the $4.11 to 615.87, and my final payment would be 619.98 if I rounded it correctly. Yep. And there you go. And again, how much do you save by paying off the loan early? Compare the total amount paid when you pay it off early versus if you actually had 12 payments at $156.60 and then subtract the original principal. Hope that helps.